Hey, what's happening, Beachcombers? Welcome to another Friday night store review. And tonight, it is time for Kimberly Mac store review. Hello, Kimberly. How you doing?
Hey there. I'm okay. How are you?
Cheers.
Yes, cheers. Let me get that.
Kimberly was the first store review where she's like, yeah, I'm just waiting for my cocktail to be delivered. I'm like, woo, fancy. It was so hot here. I wasn't even thinking about having a cocktail. And then you're like, oh, I'm having a margarita. I'm like, well, you can't drink alone, so let's do this.
Thank you.
How's your day? How's your week? Hanging in there?
Hanging in there. Hanging in there. A little rough, but we're getting along.
All right. All right. So I did a little live earlier to talk, remind people. And so my first question is, why closet with a K?
Because my name starts with a K.
Okay.
And also, C was taken, so.
Yeah, someone owned Tiki Pug on eBay and they never used it, but I couldn't use it because they already had it. So I was like, all right. I was thinking, I was musing that maybe you're a big Kardashian fan or something.
No.
All right, let me get my notes up here. All right, Kimberly, how long you been selling on eBay?
Not very long, actually. I just opened a store like late last year.
Okay.
So just to give you a little background, I've been selling on Poshmark for a couple of years, and then I started going onto eBay.
Okay, cool. So you definitely have almost all of one item, clothing. You got a little bit extra. So the first thing I would recommend, and I know it's gonna be really tricky to source right now. The country's shutting down again, but definitely go back through all the my webinars and the other webinars that were item specific. Like we had some webinars about how to hire an assistant. You should watch those too. But the ones about music and shoes, go through all those and definitely try to expand your horizons, because when you are outsourcing, yeah, you're grabbing all the clothes, but then you're already there. So you might as well go over the CD section and then the game board section and then the baseball bat section and look for other things. I don't know if you saw last week's, but we discussed you do get 4 featured items, so you might as well use all 4 of them. And oops,
I did, and they sold. So
let's give you hang on. I'll give you, since it's July, I'll definitely give you some fireworks on that. Hold on a minute. Boom! I like to hear that. So yeah. So once they sell, don't forget it. Like maybe put it in your brain once a week. And I don't know if Debbie's watching right now. I think I was supposed to make a video on how to do that, and I don't think I did that yet. But I'll do that this weekend. But good job, since you had them there and they sold. Yay!
Thank you.
Oh, this was from, yeah. All right, so let me get rid of all that. That was from the little live earlier. Okay, so you have no little picture here. So you got your picture on your store.
I didn't
but
know.
Nothing on your ID. So your ID and your store are separate, but together.
Okay.
So make sure, this is a fine little graphic. I mean, it kind of brands you, but definitely make sure you get that over here too. Okay. Okay. So let me get my notes out here. All right. So first off, since this was your one featured item, I'm like, all right, let's look at the Snoop Dogg tank top. Okay. So a couple things. You say new without tags. How do you know that? Did you buy it?
Yeah, I bought it, and it came without the tag from American Apparel, just in like the plastic bag.
Gotcha. Yeah. And has there been worn and washed?
Did I model it? If I modeled it, then I wore it. So I guess, yeah.
So there is someone modeling it.
So then it's been worn. So I guess it's not new without tagging.
So my first thing is, don't set up unreasonable expectations for your customer, because they'll always come and bite you in the ass. When I grade records, and I've been selling records for 20 years, I grade them with a lean towards about a half a step down than what I think. And I think over 20 years, there's only been 3 unhappy customers, and I have sold over 100,000 records. And so just bringing that half a step down, I'm still selling it for the exact price I should get for it, but I am under promising and over delivering.
Understood.
People are like, oh my God, this is so much better than you said. And that's great. That's great that they left that reply, because others will see that, but I still got the exact money I needed to get for that record. So that's the first thing I would say. Second thing, you say jersey, but this looks like just like a cotton tank top to me. So when you say jersey, what do you mean by jersey?
I think that might just be a cultural thing, that it really is a tank. So yeah.
Because jersey to me would connotate like more like the basketball
type. Yeah.
Yeah. So be careful using words that might have alternative meanings.
Okay.
And because you wrote fabric type jersey, well, the fabric type is probably cotton. I'm guessing cotton.
Right.
Now, have you watched any of these when we talked about the blue dot?
No.
Okay. So, yeah, I should have had one of mine ready, but let me show you. I can get one of mine together pretty quick. Okay. Coming soon, probably to every single category, but already in all the clothing categories is the blue dot. If you do not fill out the needed item specifics, you are not going to be in the blue. You don't get the blue dot. And if you don't get the blue dot, then the customers are not going to see your listing. So let me show you the blue dot. And this will be a good test. I haven't checked my helper's work in a while. So let's see. And I think Kelly's watching tonight. Hi, Kelly. Let's see if Kelly got the blue dot. This will be a good test. We will see if she got the blue dot. Come on, Slowy bit. There we go. Boom. She got the blue dot. Okay. So eBay's telling us these item specifics you need to do for sure. Then some of them are if you want to. So type is a for sure. Sleeve length is a for sure. Fit, pattern, neckline, department, material, vintage, yes or no, and fabric type. If you do not have all of those, you won't have the blue dot. Now, here's where that comes into play. And I hope for those of you who understand, this is just kind of reiterate. And those of you who are still maybe confused. Let's say I want to buy a Tiki t-shirt. I know that's a shocker. So let's look at a Tiki t-shirt here. Okay. Now, this is called the left side navigation. Say I want to be short sleeve. So I'm going to check short sleeve. The second I do that, if you don't have the blue dot, yours is gone from the list already.
Got it.
And looking at almost all your clothing, I think none of them will have the blue dot. But the blue dot kind of thing where you can get your laptop, put on your Netflix for the night, have your margarita, and just click edit. And then you'll see the couple that you're missing, select them. And then once you see that blue dot show up, boom, you're good. But if you don't get it, it's harmful to your store because you're going to keep getting left out of. Now, some people are very specific. I want a Snoop Doggy Dogg tank top, so they'll see yours. But if I just said Tiki t-shirt, I don't know what else. And then I start navigating. Okay, I want short sleeve. I want 3XL. Now I can go colors. I want a blue one. See, I can be kind of like lazy looking to shop. And now we're down to 25 items. We went from, how many, the hundreds, we're down to 25. That sure don't look too blue to me. Right. But that's the whole thing. Some people shop like that. So you got to get your blue dot. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, my mom said, take the item out. Yeah, you're good idea, Mom. So let's see here. If I get rid of. Okay, I took the sleeve length out. See how it's not the blue dot anymore?
Right.
And the second I put in, there's the blue dot. See how exciting? It'll be exciting for you as you get to go in through your stuff and you see that blue dot show up. You're like, yes, another one.
I'm motivated.
Yeah. All right. Now, that blue dot will be coming to, I'm guessing every category, but more and more as it goes on. So you need to be really paying attention to the item specifics. Plus, it really helps the customer find, I just sold some socks for $16. It helps the customer find your products. Okay. The other thing that we've talked about with everybody, I'm so happy you have 30-day returns. I want you to switch them all to 60-day returns.
60. I saw that recently. Yep. Okay.
And let me tell you, I'm going to be doing a little video on it. This has been my worst week all year. Returns. Two things. One thing showed up broken. One thing showed up damaged. And they were legit. I looked at the pictures and go, yep, that's what I shipped you. And we packed them right, but things happened. And this return was for a customer turned into an ass. And then this and that. It was awful. This was, and I had hardly any sales this week. So this was like the upside down week. Terrible. I ain't quitting selling. I ain't sucking my thumb and hiding in the corner. We're just plowing ahead.
Right.
But all those things happened within the first 30 days. Nobody was bugging me on day 58 going, can I send these back now? That just doesn't happen.
Got it.
All right. So the other big thing besides 60 days is, see, you're using the global shipping program.
Okay.
So when you ship internationally, you ship to Kentucky, and then Kentucky
No,
ships
it does. Sometimes when I realized, I do it on my phone, and I realized it defaulted, so I need to go back on the computer
right.
and change them. I got to do
So
that.
for those of you who haven't switched yet or still don't understand the difference, okay, in my little graphic chart in the Secret Beach, for a t-shirt, I'll charge $17.95 shipping to Canada, and this tank top would actually only be about $13.95. So I'm making $4 on shipping. It's $20 for the shipping, and as you can see, it says see import charges at checkout. It's going to be another $15 of import charges. So what I charge $17 for, your customer is going to pay $35 for the same thing. Now, educated customers real quick are like, screw that. Right. I'm not paying double. Now, if you've got something expensive and or big and weird, sure. But tank tops, t-shirts, just ship it. Super easy. Super duper easy. And do you have a job, Kimberly, or is this all you, I mean, I don't mean this in a demeaning way. Is this all you do? Are you just an online seller?
Actually, it's just my part-time side gig, and I don't have anything to do right now. So right now it has my full attention. So.
All right. So if you can, I would switch it to at least one business day of shipping.
Okay.
So if that's all you're working on right now, great.
Right.
That also puts you up higher in search. So 60-day returns, higher in search. 1 day shipping, higher in search.
Got it.
Okay. So you did it on Snoop, but I wanted to really address it here. Mm-hmm. You basically have a major eBay violation in about half of your listings.
Oh, it's the stock photos.
Oh, yes, it is those stock photos. Because here's the problem. You can kind of get away with it if it's new with tags. If it ain't, you cannot. Okay. Yeah. So you have a lot of cleaning to do. Luckily, the world is shutting down again. So margaritas, Netflix, and let's start working on and don't, luckily, and I say this is the time where it's luckily you only had a couple hundred items in your store. If you had 10,000 like this, I'd be like, oh my gosh. But a couple hundred every night, work on about 40 of them, get your blue dot, clean up your titles we're going to talk about in a second, and clean out these pictures that you have borrowed from the internet. Get rid of all those.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay. So look how short your title is. We definitely need more. Now, here's the one thing that Google told us right at eBay Open. If it's clothing, they want us to have men's or women's in the title. Now, we didn't used to have to do that because once you're in the woman's category, as far as eBay goes, you were covered. You did what writing women's was redundant, and women typically wear dresses, but men can wear dresses just the same. And I guess it could be dresses geared towards men, but this is definitely a women's dress. But now that Google says for it to show up in our shirts, we need men or women in the title.
I see.
Okay. So you have a lot of space left in this title. You don't have the size in your title, and you don't have women's. I know it seems silly to put in women's for dresses and let's say high heels, but that's what Google says will show up. So if someone just goes to Google and searches Brandy Melville, Cherry Blossom, Jada dress, if you don't have women's, you won't show up in the Google results. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so I take it you don't have a mannequin.
I do not. Space is limited.
Now, what I would do, and I see you, is this you modeling? When I see it's
it's me.
Okay, I don't hate it, but here's what I would like. Let me bump ahead to this. Okay, not the most attractive background.
Right.
You're kind of at the edge of looks like a closet.
Yeah.
Now, I don't expect, you're in New York. I don't expect you to have this tropical backyard, but this is one of my listings because this outfit was a dress with slits all the way up to the hip and pants. And my friend just happened to fit in them. Like, hey, let's walk out. We put this on. Let's walk out back. So just try and find something that's
presentable. Got it.
This one actually enhanced it.
Yeah.
Don't stand something that would detract from it, but try and find something a little more. Even if you had just a plain wall, because right now I'm like, man, this big line right here is so like drawing my eye.
Yeah.
Okay. And the fact that you can fit in some of this. Now, was this yours or did you source this?
So the whole thing is like revolving closet. So a lot of it's what I wear, and then I I pass it on. But I also started flipping things now. So
And that's why majority of stuff fits you, because it was yours. Okay, I get it. Totally get it now. Okay, so you need the title. Excuse me. You need the size. You need women's. Now this is okay. Now look, I don't know girl stuff apparently, because I'm like, how is this one size? You're a very trying to say it's politically correct. You're a very normal size. Like if I was a woman my size, I wouldn't be able to wear this. How the heck is Brandy Melville saying this is one size? So I looked at your measurements, and it's like a medium large. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. So I would actually put, because they're not specific, the brand, I would put medium large. I would actually put a slash. I don't normally say slashes, but make sure they're not touching the words medium, space, slash, space, large. Because that kind of reads as, okay, it's kind of medium, kind of large. Okay.
Do I put that in the description or in the sizing?
In the title.
In the title itself. Got it.
Because this one size truly is really not a one size.
Right.
You know, it's weird. But I don't know girls' stuff all that well. I don't know if that's normal. I don't know. Because I'm like, one size.
It's the norm, but yeah.
I get mad at hats that say one size because I got a big melon. I'm like, this don't fit me.
Right.
And I have a big melon, but not the biggest melon. All right. Okay. Are you doing calculated shipping?
Yes.
Okay. It's a hot mess.
Yeah.
Because this dress weighs nothing. And you have $9.60 for first class. To ship this priority in a flat rate envelope would only be $7.52. So you have either got to switch to the way I do it, which is I just say, okay, it is $5.99 first class to ship this. It is $17.99 Canada, $24.99 the rest of the world. You either have to do that, or if you're going to say incalculated, and I ain't mad if you do, but you've got to get it correct. It's somehow very off.
Okay.
And again, gonna be turning customers off because they're like $10 to ship a dress that would normally cost like $4.50. I ain't a fan of free anymore, free shipping, but you also got to be cognizant of going the other way. You're charging too much.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, again, we are missing half of our title here. So get your now here's what I would put. You definitely need a size in there, women's.
Right. Women.
And I would put Dove of Peace. It's on the jacket, you know, and those buttons on the sleeve are kind of like some daisies. Where are they? You know, daisy buttons, just more descriptive words. The other thing I would do is you have no pictures of this buttoned up. It looks kind of sloppy.
Okay.
So definitely. Oh, crap. I meant to say, hold on. Back it up. Two things here. Okay. You used a hanger for the jacket, but on this, you kind of just laid it down.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I would invest in, if you don't want to get a full mannequin, maybe you don't have the room, maybe you don't have the money, but you get one of them half woman hanging mannequins. Those are cheap. You know, they're like $10, $12. You can usually find them on OfferUp or Craigslist. And that gives it a little bit of form. Right. And then just get that wherever you got a plain wall or put a plain sheet up, hang it up. It just gives it a little bit better feeling than and we're going to talk about this bra you got kind of laying in a pile. Yeah, you want to make it like I look, you got some cute taste. So you want to make it so it's exciting to buy. If it's kind of crumpled on the floor, not the floor, but crumpled on whatever you're sitting on, it's not as exciting. Okay. So let's go back here. Yeah, same with this. Okay. I don't mind it open to kind of show it open, but definitely have it all buttoned up too. Okay. And that should be your first shot. Nice and neat and buttoned up. And I was Nadine's in the chat. I was asking her, I go, hey, wouldn't this jacket be more Depop-ish? And she goes, yeah, I think it would be better on Depop.
I just started on Depop actually. So
okay. Yeah. And because it fits you, hold on.
I thought I modeled it. I probably just didn't put the picture on there. I swear to God, I modeled it because it's mine.
Because this fits you, Depop, you can do a little video. So what I've been doing, because the teenager that does pictures for me, she fits in a lot of stuff. Nice. So we go out front and I have this like big gate to my backyard and everyone's doing these cutesy backgrounds. I'm like, mine's kind of stark, but it's different. So I just have her stand in front of the gate and I have her do like a 360 spin. It's about a 7-second video. But man, it really builds a better picture in people's brains when you see that 360 spin.
Got it.
Not too fast, not too slow, but just all the way around. You know, you look like, again, what kind of a normal size person. I'm very abnormal. I'm tall, but all my height's in my torso. So when I buy clothes, I need measurements. I need to see it. You know, I can't just go, I'll take a medium. I just can't. I haven't been able to say I'll take a medium since I was about 7. Yeah. So since you can wear it, cool. Now, here's where, okay, it was 98% cotton, 2% spandex. You have that nowhere.
Oh,
yeah. So you definitely don't have the blue dot on this. And I would also write it in the description too.
okay.
I like that though. Kind of like vintage Hot Topic. I like that part. That's neat because if you dig Hot Topic, and that's kind of,
my stuff from high school.
But 10 years doesn't seem like a lot, but because things that are 10 and 20 years ago are now what things kids are looking for today. So that's good. I like that part. But make sure because too, your item specifics will cover your butt too. Because if someone says, I know there was 2% spandex, well, they would only know if they looked at the 10th picture. And so if you have it in your item specifics, you are covered.
Understood. Okay.
All right. Okay. So here's the problem when you borrow the picture and then you take this picture. Look how different these dresses look.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the one thing that I noticed this, also that jacket, there was no measurements at all. No chest measurement, no length. So make sure you always have measurements. And, you didn't even notice on the ones you have measurements. Okay, you got inches. You got to put centimeters in too because we're the only fools that use inches. And since you are shipping worldwide, don't make your customer have to stop and convert. Like I was talking to Lisa Bolin, who was my guest last night in Thrifty Business, and we were comparing weather, and I was saying Fahrenheit because she's in Canada, and she was saying Celsius, and neither one of us knew the conversion. I'm like, let me go convert it real quick because it didn't mean anything to each other until we converted it.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I know I'm abnormal, very much so. All right. So my question to you is, let's get back up here. What makes you think this is an $85 dress?
Oh, so there's some things that I have and I list really high because I want to keep them and I'll only sell them if I get them that high. So I do that a lot on Poshmark. So when it happens and it sells for that high, I'm good with it. But when I'm ready, I'll lower the price way lower.
Okay, well that makes sense. Then I don't have to educate you on how to research prices.
No, I know. No.
Man, I was scratching my head. I'm like, what does she think this is an $85 dress? What?
I know.
But that makes sense.
Yeah.
My buddy, his job is he has a company where he has carvers carve tikis and all kinds of wood stuff. You can send them any picture. Like I could send them this, and they could carve a 3D wood version of it. And it's exact, and it's all by hand. So he had a 6-foot painted surfboard, and he had the guys carve a 6-foot surfboard, but make all the art 3-dimensional. And he was showing it off at an event. And I go, dude, you're selling that? He goes, nah, I'm just putting a high price on it so people look at it. Sold within 20 minutes.
Amazing.
He doubled what he thought it was worth, and it's sold in 20 minutes. So I absolutely understand where you're coming from. Okay, good. We will not go over pricing.
No, I have a lot that are like that. I know quite a few, especially for eBay. Yeah.
I get it now. I get it. Now, okay, we're going to talk about this coming up. I'm seeing on your items.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing differentials of colors because you're moving in and out, changing the plane of light. This, as I bumped into this one, almost looks a little bit peach to me, whereas this looks a little bit like ice cream, like, cookies and cream.
Right.
So, and I'm going to show you one coming up. There's a lot of shadows. So you got to find a place where if you don't have the lights, you're going to have to figure out something because that's kind of the killer is when you can't see properly.
Right.
Okay. All right, cool. Now, $1 million question. Are you selling 3 or 9? Because the picture you borrowed would be 9.
I do have, I know they're one of them that I have 3, I have 9 of.
So this one, you said 3-pack, but the picture you borrowed, that would be a 9-pack.
Oh.
So then you're setting yourself up for the customer to go, hey, where's the other 6?
I see.
So there's 3-pack, 1, 2, 3. See, like that. So make sure don't borrow no more pictures, but if you're going to borrow it, make sure it's accurate because again,
you said the picture is actually 9 boxes.
No. See, there's 3 boxes here. Each box has 3 in it.
Ah, I see what you mean. Got it.
So if they just don't look beyond this picture, and
Right.
don't really pay attention to your title, they could claim, hey, I should have been getting 9.
Got it.
Yep. I'm trying to save you problems in the long
Of
run,
course.
you know?
No, I need to be schooled.
Okay. So again, we only have half a title here. You get 85 characters. I want you to use them all. What's going on here? There's bears. I think it's a monkey and a penguin. Put those in your title. Absolutely. Especially the bears. If you're not familiar with bears, big gay men. If I was gay, I'd be a bear. Big gay kind of hairy men are called bears. And so I could see a gay man, a bear, wearing this shirt because it's bears partying. Absolutely.
Okay.
So just get bears in your title for sure. Panda bear.
I will.
Yeah, absolutely. But you've got that space. Let's talk about it. Now, here's the other thing I just realized. All your pictures are very tiny. What are you taking pictures with?
I take it with my iPhone.
Okay, what iPhone do you have?
I think it's the 10.
Oh, okay. Why are your pictures so tiny? What are you doing?
So I take them in square mode and then I
Yep.
upload into Poshmark and then I use a thing to just cross post them to other sites.
Okay,
So I don't know.
something's happening. Your pictures, okay, when your 10 and my 11, your pictures when in square are like 3,000 or 4,000 by 4,000 pixels. You know what these are? 500 by 500. Something's happening when you're doing that. And so when you go to a picture, it should get bigger. Yours don't. If I downloaded one of your photos, they're only 500 by 500. That is the bare minimum, no pun intended, bare minimum.
I think I know what's happening. I think when I cross post, I use that platform. It downgrades the size.
It sure does.
Quality.
So you're going to have to figure out something because again, that's going to make you lose out to customers because they can't, there's no way for the picture to get bigger. No way. It's too small.
Yeah. Got it.
Oh, and so, yeah. So the other thing I would put, I just noticed this, put keg stand right in your title.
Oh, okay.
Keg stand?
I haven't, no.
But
I know what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just saying, maybe you don't know what one is.
Yeah.
I may have done a few in my day. Yeah. So if you don't know, if you've never done a keg stand, you put your hands on the keg, your buddies pick you upside down and you drink basically until you explode. And then they let you down. Or usually they start laughing. They let go of you. You smash your face into the keg. It's usually never graceful or any good, but you could say, yo man, did a keg stand. That's only for youngsters, by the way. But yeah, there's so many more descriptive words here. Definitely use
I will put them in.
Okay, is this a case again that you don't want to sell? That's why it's $65?
Yeah, I've had that one for a little while. I didn't know if I was going to keep it or sell it. It is new with tag, so.
All right, so it makes sense. But as you can see, I mean, let's look at our pictures. This one isn't too bad.
Right.
And obviously, I don't expect you to model this because then you get a whole new clientele. But see, it's really tricky. And for some reason, also these pictures aren't square anymore. They're rectangular and you're missing a lot. If you had a full mannequin, it would definitely be better. Here, let me show you real quick. Yeah. Because oddly enough, we just did some bra pictures this week, and the teenager that works for me, she goes, "Hey, did you like the bra pictures? You never taught me how to do bra pictures." I'm like, "Oh, I just threw her some," and she did it. So let me show you. There. So see how nice it looks when you have a mannequin. So I highly recommend trying to find one. And sometimes, okay, so two things are happening. People are cleaning out their houses. We're all stuck at home. Check Craigslist, check Marketplace, check OfferUp. And unfortunately for them, fortunately for us, a lot of businesses are going out of business. Yeah. So I just drove by Pier 1. They're 40% off. That means soon, besides everything that's normally for sale, there go the tables, there go the shelving, there go the mannequins. So you can start picking up mannequins really at a fraction of what they cost brand new. Okay. So look at that on the mannequin. And that should be your opening shot. When you're doing bras on a mannequin, it's that 3/4 shot. It shows how round or pointy the bra is. On this one, it's new with tags. We can see the tag. You can see the whole kind of the whole kind of cup there. If you go straight on, which you do have to have that shot, it doesn't show the roundness as much. So there's my dissertation on bra pictures. There we go.
Great.
I love selling bras, so I perfected it over the years. But good use of black background because you got this white bra. The bummer is
I learned that from you.
Yes, but here's the bummer. The bag that goes with it is black. So what you need to do is find a dark background, but different color than the bag so you can see it. because that bag, I'm kind of like, what's that? Oh, it's a bag. Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, good, very good. But just altered a little bit.
Got it.
All right, bra. Okay, cool. Now this, I'm just gonna guess, is a straight up, just a plain old mistake.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I love this little leotard with a cat on it. You have it in baby and toddler clothing.
Oh, that must have been a mistake when I cross-posted.
Yeah.
I did that one recently.
Because
Oh,
I'm like,
boy, yeah.
yeah, I don't.
No, that's definitely not a baby or toddler.
Even though it's extra small, it sure ain't toddler size.
Yes.
So definitely fix that. And while you're in there fixing it, then you'll see your blue dot action come up. Yep.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. And that happens. Like I've seen things. I'm like, how is this CD in outdoor garden tools? I'm like, whoops. I don't even know how that happened, but it happens. Okay, so remember I asked you the weight. I was concerned about your pricing because majority of your shirts, your dresses, all the things that weigh under a pound are $9.40, and that's going to definitely turn off customers. So one of the things I'm working on this weekend is I realized I've been selling 7,000 records for my buddy. I got a bunch that have now been sitting over 16 months. I'm going to down price the shipping. I'm going to alter things a little bit, making it fresh up a little bit, and start changing the pricing. It's time to move the old ones because I still got 4,000 to go. So when you work on all these this weekend or this coming week, it'll refresh in people's feeds because you're going to have new titles, new pricing, new shipping. And so if anyone was watching it, they'll get little notices that has been refreshed. Okay. Again, I'm assuming 75 because you want to keep it.
Yeah, I love those.
Okay. Now, I don't see this too often, but I did see it on this one. What's your fingers doing in there?
Yeah, I do that a lot. I know I need to not do
and here's
that.
the deal.
Yeah.
Look, I don't want to do it all. If you feel you have to, you better have a good manicure. You don't have one in this one.
I know, it's terrible.
Yeah. So I don't know if you ever heard the story, but I was doing a speech on stage, how to take amazing photos. And I get to a salt and pepper shaker, and the picture is a woman holding them like this. And I said, if you're got to put your hand in, which you really don't need to, don't have a busted manicure like this one. I come off stage and a dude walks up to me. He goes, that's my wife's hands.
Aww.
He goes, I'm buying her a manicure tomorrow. I go, good for you. Tell her to get her hand out of the pictures.
Okay.
Yeah. If anything, if nothing else, either take a piece of tape, loop it, stick it underneath.
Okay.
Or if you have like maybe a little pointer. Oh, here, this will be good. Just to hold it down.
Okay.
You know, so that way your hand's out of it. No one sees your hand. You could be anybody at that point, you know. But Q-top, again, though, you need more in your title. So you got all the space. Don't cut off L, spell out large, and it's a good top. Now, here is where if this is pretty good. It's a little whiter in the one you borrowed, but then it starts to get darker because you're changing the plane of light. So you definitely got to work on your lighting setup because as you go through this listing, the color changes about 3 times. So
got it.
Am I getting this? Am I getting this? Am I getting this?
Yep.
Yeah, I had an issue with the color of the CD tray. This part. In the pictures, now it was my assistant's mistake. She shouldn't have done it. In the pictures, it was white. She put in a fresh case and it came black. He is so mad. It's just the color of the tray. Now that isn't normal, but that is a warning to everybody that you have to really be accurate and send what you show because you never know when the customer's be like, I want the white. And he has every right to say that because it was in my picture.
Got it.
All right. Free people. Oh, also says new with tags. I don't see a tag in any of these pictures.
Okay.
Well,
should be.
Maybe not. Okay, so double check if it is new with tags. Make sure there's a picture of the actual tag.
Okay.
Oh no! When it comes, it's going to be a very loud sneeze. So be prepared. Okay, you have a bunch of these. Oops. And I was looking. So now I get that the 75 might want to keep it. But yeah, because there's definitely a going rate for this exact shirt.
Yeah.
It's about $38, give or take. So and it's pretty consistent. If you look through this, it's pretty consistent. Oh my. Whoo, that sneeze is going to hurt when it comes. Okay. Whoa, short title. 4 words. That's it. 4 words. Definitely got to get coffee in there.
Okay.
I like to use, you could do latte mug, coffee cup, because is it a mug? Is it a cup? Kind of depends where you grew up. Is it a hat? Is it a cap? I drink pop. Majority of the world drinks soda. Okay. So it depends where you grew up. So fill up your title. And what else did I have? Oh, and again, wrong category. Kitchen, dining, and bar, other kitchen and dining items. There's definitely a cup and mug category.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah. So I've
that.
learned the hard way that although some things we do sell belong in the other kind of like when it comes up in search, your stuff gets lost if it's in the other. And it's stupid on eBay's part, but make sure if there is a category, like of course there is for this, get it in the right category.
Of course, yeah.
Now, these would be good on a darker background because they're almost all white other than the writing. So a little better lighting, dark background, boom, these would pop. They would explode out to you.
Got it.
Okay? Okay, cool. Now I'm going to educate everybody. Okay, fanny packs are hot. I am on the hunt for some good ones. I haven't found a good one lately, but I am on the hunt. Fanny packs are back in a big way. And is this you?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me educate everyone watching. If you don't know, and most of us who are watching are older, kids nowadays wear their fanny packs like this, not actually on the waist or the fanny or the hips, across their midsection. So A, I absolutely love that you did this, but B, I absolutely hate you did it with a black fanny pack on a black t-shirt because it gets lost.
Yes, you're right.
I absolutely love that you did this, but wear a white t-shirt.
We'll do it again.
Yeah, something a little softer. Because, again, we're looking on computers and monitors. Someone shopping on their phone, this would get lost. But I love that you did that because that's the way the kids do it. And I'm calling you a kid.
I'll take it.
Yeah, but that's good. Absolutely great. And I'm guessing most people watching might not know that's the way you wear fanny packs nowadays. And I laughed at it the first time I saw because the celebrities are doing it. All the celebrities are doing it. I laughed and I'm like, okay, well, I got to get with the times because that's what everyone's doing. So for sure, if I find a good fanny pack, I am to put it across the waist, but I will also do the shot across the chest.
Right.
Oh, Nadine says, hang on while I take a sip. Ray Dunn does well on Posh.
Yep, it's on Posh for mine. Yep.
Cool.
The shipping is cheaper there. That's why.
Okay. Oh, are my notes out of order? No, they're not. Okay. All right. So this is a very cool shirt. Now, talking about lighting, here's the picture you borrowed.
Yep.
Look how different.
Yep.
And then, okay, you're kind of closer. And then, is that you?
Yes.
Okay. So again, you kind of see three different ones. So let's try but look, you see how you're in the shadows?
Yep.
Okay. Now, the big thing though is what's happening on the front of this shirt. Oh, these are bigger. I wonder why that is. These photos are bigger. I just realized. That's weird. Okay.
I didn't touch that listing.
What's happening on this shirt here? Tell me. I'll throw this out to the audience. I haven't quizzed the audience yet today. Yeah. Nadine learned something to do with fanny packs. I guess she's old. Yes, you are. I hate to break it to you, Nay. Don't you have a teenager by now? You are definitely old. All right, chat. What's happening on this? Because let's go back and look at Kimberly's title here. Zara, that's the brand. Life t-shirt, the daring contraption called Lem, size L. So what are we missing? What are we missing in terms of like keywords and stuff?
Like launch?
Yeah, Paul's got it. Boom. Okay, now I didn't know the term Lem. So a quick 2-second Google tells me Lem is Apollo lunar module. Those are the words we want. Because I know, not that I know all this stuff, but I know all this stuff, but I never heard Lem before. Never heard it. If I did, it went in and went out. But of course, Apollo lunar, moon landing, all those things are way more impactful because people will associate them. And it is Life magazine. So I would absolutely get Life magazine in the title.
Understood. Okay.
And I would probably take out the daring contraption called Lem. I would probably leave Lem in there, but Apollo lunar module, moon landing, Life magazine, those are the words you should be using because it's a cool as hell shirt.
Yeah.
You need some better words for it. And it's new with tags. So I love it. That's a cool shirt. Yep, good job, everybody. Moon landing, space moon landing. Very good. Okay, did you happen to see my post about these shoes?
I did. I saw it. I saw
Now,
it.
did you learn something from that post?
I did. I learned.
Okay, so here's what I did. In case you all didn't see it, Kimberly has Converse All-Stars high top sneakers, tie at back. So you wrote exactly what's happening, and I thought, okay, Converse has had to have given them a term, and so if you can't figure it out, that's where the thrifting board, Secret Beach too, but thrifting board 57,000. So there's so many people that I didn't say what I was doing, why I needed it. I just said, hey, what's the term for these on the back? And in about 3 minutes, Lisa was right there with bow back, and then people kept reiterating bow back. So that's called the bow back. So when you have something a little out of the ordinary, this would be out of the ordinary for the sneakers. If you don't know the term, someone will. So let the groups help you. I expect everyone, and we all know this, I expect everyone to do their own work. But if you just can't figure it out, boom, 3 minutes, I had an answer. So definitely want to. Now, you wrote rare. What makes them rare?
You really can't find them.
Okay. But there's nothing else in your title that would differentiate these from any other Converse other than rare. So you've got to figure out. Come on, open up here. I guess I got to go bigger. What's going? Is this just floral?
Yeah,
Did they
floral.
call this a pattern? That's the kind of thing you need for people, because if this pattern has a name and it is rare, those sneakerheads who are looking for it will be looking for it by the name of the pattern.
Okay.
You didn't have enough in your title to back up the rare. If they're rare, cool, but you need to figure that out. So we'll definitely start with bowback. That's the first thing. Now we know the term for that. Cool. And I had never seen those before, so I was like, oh, those are cool. Those are different. Okay, I know the answer, but I want to see what you say. What makes you think this shirt is vintage?
I think it was a tag.
Okay, now I think it's every other fool who called it vintage on eBay, and you just followed along.
Probably.
By the way, not calling you a fool. Every other fool on eBay, because this made in Thailand tag is very modern.
Okay.
Yeah. And I thought, why would you think that's vintage? And I looked up the brand, just generally looked it up, and I'm like, oh my God, everyone said vintage. That's so I ain't mad at you. Because I teach my assistant, follow along with what other people do. Sometimes they're wrong, but if you don't know, you don't know. Oh, did you not have the shoe size in the title? Thanks, Paul. I didn't even see that. I don't think you have the shoe size in the title, so get that in there.
Will do. Thank you, Paul.
So this brand isn't all that exciting. So it's one of those where you don't even really need to lead with it. It's not like it's a Rain Spooner or a Tommy Bahama. This is very much a budget brand. And you did write Jimmy's Place, which is all these little signs right here. What I would do is you don't have any side shots.
Okay.
Would this fit your husband by any chance?
It's his. So yeah, I should have him modeling.
Yes, I would actually have him stand sideways and put his arms up so you can see this sign, because Jimmy's Place isn't really a place, and it's kind of hard to see this because it's on the side.
Got it.
So definitely, have him model that for sure. Now, I don't know what's going on here. I think it's sunrise, I think, or the earth is exploding at the horizon. I don't know. But you got a bunch of Woodies. So definitely use Woody in your title.
Okay.
Because that Jimmy's Place, if it was real, and they might be trying to play off a Jimmy Buffett. I don't know. Okay. But Hawaiian shirt's good. Aloha Friday's great. Beach Scene is good. But let's get Woody in your title.
And I'll take out vintage.
Yeah, because it's not. And I would move your kind of like, Woody's parked at the beach, Hawaiian shirt. Move the brand down.
Okay.
Get rid of the word size, spell out large, move the brand down, because when you have the brands that aren't that important, don't lead with them. Just end with them.
Got it.
Lead with Rain Spooner. Lead with Gucci.
Yes.
But you can skip. There's this awful brand called Scorpio, but they make fun Vegas shirts. But no one's like, oh man, I need that Scorpio. No one ever says that. But they do have fun shirts. So it's always going to be Las Vegas slot machines. And I kind of ignore the brand. I got to have it somewhere. But when it's not exciting, you can kind of ignore it. Now, see, your shipping is good here. So that's why I don't know what's happening. So only you can go find out what's going on internally.
Yeah. I'll work on that.
Okay. And last but not least. Okay. So nice, clean square. I like it. Good close up. However, again, we're at these small pictures. I can't enlarge it. Jimmy Johnson, Hendrick Motorsports, trackside t-shirt, M, spell it medium. Okay. All right, class. What else is she missing from this title? Because there's space left, and there's three things that I would definitely have in the title. So I might actually knock out trackside. So what other things, and I'll zoom the whole page so you can see it a little better. What other things do you think she should have? Yeah, Paul, going back to that Hawaiian shirt, it was definitely not Diamond Head. Definitely not. So I wouldn't put Diamond Head when it isn't. And sometimes it's close, and then I'll put it, but that wasn't at all. So I wouldn't put Diamond Head in that shirt for sure. All right, let's see if everyone notices what else should be in your title. So there's their shirt. There's your title. Boom. NASCAR. And of course, unfortunately, with the whole Bubba Wallace thing, NASCAR is very much in the news every single day. We have our president yelling at Bubba Wallace for no reason. So that puts it, though, front of the news every day. Every day. And not so much race car, but this is a Monte Carlo Super Sport, Chevy. So those are the kind of things that people will be looking for. Chevy shirts, Monte Carlo Super Sport. And this is where you're going to want to use your item specifics and the ones you add on for bonus keywords. Okay.
Got it.
And there's one more. Yep. Although Joe missed the E, it's sponsored by Lowe's. And to not get too political, but people are saying, I'm going to shop at Lowe's and not at Home Depot. Again, they're in the news right now. So those are all the buzzwords that you want to use because maybe it'll pop up in someone's feed that way because Lowe's is in the news. NASCAR is in the news. Now, I wouldn't have you put Bubba Wallace because it's not his car. Right. But NASCAR for sure. Okay. And those are all good keywords to use. I mean, and definitely, I wrote in my notes, there's no way you have the blue dot because you have barely any item specifics down here. So, but wait, what category? Yep, you had in t-shirts. Yep. So you're going to need about 7 more item specifics to get your blue dot.
I will work on that.
All right. Cool. So, any other time of our lives, I'd be like, hey, I want you to go out next week and find some of the stuff we talked about in Secret Beach. But I ain't telling no one to go out into this world right now unless you have to. I had to run a couple errands today. Besides being hot as hell, I was just like, ugh, we have to wear our masks. If you wear it under your nose, it doesn't work. Well, people know how the breathing system works. So be safe, be sane. But you got some stuff to work on. Clean it up. And then going forward, you'll be ready to rock and roll. And if you got any questions about anything we talked about, hit me up. I'll be more than happy to.
Thank you so much. I need this kick in the butt to get going. So.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I should get a little graphic. Like when we do that, like when I can do like this, I should have a little quick kick in the butt one.
Yes.
That's what we need. That's what we need.
A lot of work to do.
That's what we need at the end of the store reviews. Excellent. All right. Well, thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Jason.
It was fun hanging out with you guys on Friday night. Don't forget, next Saturday, I'll be teaching all about DVDs. Shockingly to me, there's still some good money in them. I thought they were dead. And I sold one for $85 today. So that tells me, nope, they're not dead. Certain ones are, other ones not. And then we're going to do our cocktail party afterwards. So if you're available next Saturday, bring you and your husband and your margaritas and let's enjoy the cocktail party.
Sounds like a plan.
Cool. Thank you, Kimberly. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
We'll see you on Sunday with Mom and I for some past